everybody. Welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. We're here with the Let's Talk team. It's Elisa High, Susan Mills, me, and joining us at the table is Bob Singleton with the studio players. Hey, Bob.
Hello.
How's it going?
That's going good. Thank you all for having me out. I appreciate it.
Well, welcome. So, you all have a new play coming up at Studio Players. Tell us about it.
Yeah, this is the final show of our season. It is Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express, adapted for the stage by Ken Ludwig. So yeah, it's a really fun show to work on. I mean, you know, if you know Agatha Christie, you kind of know what's involved. This is one of the Poirot stories. And, you know, it was kind of inspired, some of the events were inspired by her actual experiences on the Orient Express train way back in the day that kind of got the seed of the story started. And so yeah, it's a good typical mystery, colorful characters, people lying, people not lying.
What's your favorite part of the show?
Oh gosh, it's hard to say. There's so many good pieces. I mean, one of my favorites is probably some of the interactions with the characters where, you know, you have an opportunity to show a reaction that could be related to what's being investigated, or it could just be kind of another kind of reaction. These opportunities to show people watching, you know, give it a little, flesh things out a little bit more. But is it relevant to the solution to solving the crime, or is it kind of a red herring in a manner of speaking?
So tell us a little bit about the plot for folks who aren't familiar. Tell us a little bit about the plot.
So there's passengers on the first-class coach of the Orient Express, and you know, they've all come together. So it's the off-season, but the coach is full, which is a little bit odd. The train, and of course you got all these variety of characters from all over the place. Our dialect coach has definitely been kept hopping. And train runs into a snowdrift, and you know, and then well, then there's a victim, of course, as there always is, and then you start to try to uncover the relationships, who is really, you know, who they say they are. Some of the people that are from these other countries, are they really from there? Are they throwing on an accent, you know, to try to get to the... So they're stuck in the snowdrift, and Poirot just happens to be there, and so he's trying to, you know, solve the case before maybe another one happens.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah.
And you all also are offering a pay what you will during the last weekend of the play, is that right?
Right, yeah, we run May 9th through May 26th, and so Thursday, May 23rd, is a pay what you will. The show starts at 8 p.m. There's no advance sales. You just show up and you can pay, you know, 500% of the ticket price, 1% of the price, nothing. It's all good, whatever you can do, just to try to make it a little bit more accessible, you know, for everyone.
I love that.
Yeah, so, you know, show starts at 8. The doors will open around 7 p.m. and so people can just show up that night to get a ticket, or any one of the other shows during the run.
That's wonderful. We were talking about something really funny before we came back on the air, is that you're really committed to the part that you're playing, so much so that you've grown out this mustache. And I said, well, why don't you just use a fake mustache? That's what me and Susan do when we need to. Exactly. We need to, and you really explained it. Talk about that a little bit, why you commit to the real mustache.
Well, with the fake ones, and you know, interestingly enough, I think Agatha Christie has insinuated in some places that Poirot's mustache was fake. The character, you know, did use a fake one, but I didn't want to get that method. Because, you know, you got to use spirit gum on it, and you've got to make sure it's really clean. You're under some really hot lights for a couple of hours. If you sweat a little bit, it can start to make it come loose. It flops a little bit. And you're distracted. You see somebody out of the corner of your eye in the first row going, look. Is it going to fall? And it's like, okay, I can't focus now. And, I mean, they're funny parts of the show, but it's not a comedy necessarily. So.
And even the other actors, too, they're all going.
Oh, yeah, they're like trying to get you sick. Hey, check it out, man.
I saw this one guy, he was like talking, and every time he talked, like the breath, it was like...
yeah, exactly. It flex it out. It does little curly
I have no idea what happened in that show.
Exactly. I don't know who did it.
So yes, if you want to see Bob, his mustache, and the other great characters, how can folks get tickets, Bob?
You can, we do our advanced ticket sales through the UK Singletary Center for the Arts. So you can go to scfatickets.com. You can also call 859-257-4929, and please do go directly to the specific site. There are secondary sites out there that grab tickets, jack up the prices. I mean, for anything, it's really tricky. So, you know, go to the webpage, call them, or come to the door. You can buy tickets at the gate, but they are at the door, but they are selling fast. I wouldn't be surprised if some shows in the run sell out, so it might be a good idea to try to get tickets in advance if you can.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Well, thank you, Bob, so much for being here and giving us a
So
little
much.
behind the scenes look at the magic of mustaches. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right,
Thank you so
everybody,
much.
stay with us. Coming up after the break, we look at some of the crazy outfits from the Met Gala and highlight our woman we're talking about.